So the tour is really hotting up now. Another 50-point win, this time against the Reds, but the Wallabies are going to be much tougher for sure. And of course, these domestic sides have not many of their Wallabies in the teams anyway, but still another good run out. And I want to talk about what sort of teams we're going to see against the Waratahs, but also the Brumbies, because I see them as linked. We've only got 3 games to go till those tests, and I've always said I thought the Brumbies would be the dry run for his test team as he sees it at the moment. Post the Reds, he didn't, push away the idea that he had some ideas on his test team already, but they're going to need to try some more combinations for sure. And talking about predicting teams, we have our first winner on my starting lineup, which is going nice and quick now. They'll shut about a day before each game. So the winner for the Reds was James Graham. He was the only one to get it right, so he won £200 outright. If you want to play that game, the code is RugAN1 to say I sent you on registration, and it's all building up to those test teams, those test games where you win a straight grand if you get it correct and you win. If there's more than one correct guess, you go in with a quick draw, which will be awesome. And I think the Brumbies game is opening at the time that this video is out. RugAN1 is my affiliate code. Please do use that. That would be awesome. Also, I'm going to be doing a live stream on Saturday for this Waratahs game. For the last Saturday game, we had loads of people coming on board, and there should be more this time, so that should be a lot of fun joining the conversation with me. We had a good time last time, so let's talk about this. And I think to start with, let's start with that Brumbies team. I think at the moment, this is kind of a dry run of what Farrell may be thinking as a test team. Genge at loosehead, backs up by Porter. I think that's their strongest loosehead combo for sure. Tighthead still up in the air. I'm saying Furlong for his experience with Stewart there, but that one could go any way. Hooker, though, is going to be Sheehan starting. I think we knew it before the tour. Definitely now anyway. Who backs him up? Let's say Kelleher at the moment, but that's close. I definitely see in a Toje-McCarthy partnership. Toje had a worldie of a game against the Reds. McCarthy had a great first game as well. I think he'd love to see those two together. And if you get Tyg Burns' experience there, covering second row and covering 6, that could work really well if he's going to play this back row as a bit of a trial. It is a bit of a punt. Van der Fleer, Morgan and Conan. Brilliant performances so far from all 3. It was never really going to be overly balanced, I don't think, with only one out-and-out number 8 with not many specialist 6s, if any. That's very quick, but that's the way the Lions play. Conan would be the extra line-out jumper. I mean, Van der Fleer and Morgan, that could be phenomenal. And on the bench, Earl could be a guy to cover there because he covers centres and all the positions in the back row. But Pollock could be a bit of a dark horse. I think Tom Curry's just slipping away at the moment. And then Gibson Park, I think, is in line to be starting 9. I mean, Williams was looking great, the Welshman, but injury robbed him of that chance. And Mitchell backing up Gibson Park looks very likely. And then Russell 10 with Finn Smith to back him up seems likely as well. So I think that's how we'll go against the Brumbies. Then the centres, again, massively up in the air. Maybe we'll try the Scottish pairing that play so well together for Scotland of Tuipulotu and Jones. Freeman, I think, will play on one of the wings. Super busy, always scores, strong in every area of the game. Similar to Lowe, Hansen very close, but I think Lowe and Freeman at the moment. Kinghorn at 15, we haven't seen the 15s yet, so I'm just going to take one. Kinghorn, a little bit more speed, maybe a bit more height over Keenan, who hasn't played either, but that one's close. Daly was probably in line for a utility back role, but I think Ringrose could fill that very nicely. So if that's the case against the Waratahs, maybe it'll look like this with Cowan Dickey getting a start, Schoeman getting a start, Beelum, Ryan and Cummings together in the second row as guys I'm pretty sure will not feature in the test matches, certainly at the moment. Curry having a go at 7, Pollock 8 again, and I think one of the things they might try against the Waratahs is trying Chesham at 6. I think that really is worth a go. Van der Fleer covering on the bench. White will probably get a start, having just flown out and not played. If Marcus Smith is going to be considered as a backup 10 or even starting 10, he needs to get a game at 10, and I think he will get it against the Waratahs, with Kinghorn maybe covering 10, keeping Smith and Russell fresh for that Brumbies game. Maybe it's the Irish pairing of Aki and Ringrose, Aki having to double up games. It's going to happen on the tour. And then Hansen, Keenan and Kinghorn as the back three. Kinghorn plays plenty of wing anyway for Toulouse. Keenan finally gets a go at 15. He was meant to play today, but of course he was ill. So I think that's how they'll go there, rather than Keenan on the wing and Van der Merwe as the number 23, meaning the starting team for the Brumbies is fresh to go. So that's the way I see it going, but goodness me, it's a tricky one to predict. If you want to play my starting lineup and win some money by getting it correct, use your rugby intuition, then do go for that. That's going to be a lot of fun, and join me for the live stream on Saturday. So loads going on. Get stuck into the comments down below. Tell me what you think of those predicted teams, and I'll catch you next time.